Hey everyone, this is Dr. Melissa Leedy, clinical psychologist at Legacy Counseling Services in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Haven't made a video in quite some time, but felt like I wanted to share some things with you all today. And I'm a little bit nervous because I've never done a Facebook Live before. So anyway, just bear with me with my nerves. But I wanted to talk to you about a really important psychological skill called containment. And I started thinking about it this morning because containment is something that really we all try to practice, and sometimes we don't do such a good job of it. But here at Legacy, we teach containment a lot if you work with anybody who uses EMDR therapy. But even if you don't use EMDR therapy, containment is really helpful. So, excuse me. So containment comes really from the idea that everything that happens to us in our life, any sensations that we have, thoughts that we have, emotions that we experience, all of that happens and stays in the container of our body, right? Our brain, our mind, our organs, literally everything that happens is housed in this container. And that's all well and good, except for when we have distressing things that happen to us, and we have distressing physiological sensations, right? So right now, for me, I'm doing a Facebook Live that I've never done, and I feel anxiety in my stomach. And I know that's anxiety because it's a physical sensation. Our emotions are simply physical sensations that we have put a label on. So my anxiety right now feels like my legs feeling kind of shaky, an uncomfortable feeling in my stomach. And when I've had those sensations before over time, and as we get older and we have language to put words to our sensations, we label them with an emotion like anxiety or sadness or regret or guilt or whatever it is. So I think you get my point that if you pay attention to your body is going to tell you something important that you need to pay attention to. So as we pay attention to those physical sensations, then we can say, oh, that cluster of physical sensations feels like anxiety, or that cluster of physical sensations feels like sadness, okay? So understanding what it is our body is feeling and labeling it is really helpful. Now, sometimes when you're working or when you're with your family or you're trying to sleep or whatever's going on, those physical sensations can get really distressing and really intense, and they can interfere with our ability to pay attention to what we're doing right there in the moment. Okay, so this is where containment, the skill of containment, comes in and is very, very helpful. So again, everything is contained initially in our body. Our brain and our mind and our body are all connected, so it's all in there. Okay, the skill of containment is the idea of bringing some of those physical sensations together and using the power of your mind and the power of visualization to move them outside of your body. Okay, I know that sounds really wacky. It is a little bit wacky, but our mind is so powerful. Our ability to visualize things really can help us psychologically deal with things. So I want to show you one way to contain physical sensations and emotions so that they are less intense in your body, so you're not experiencing them so intensely. So this takes some time to practice, but I just want to give you a little snippet of it today so you kind of understand how it works. So essentially, and there's lots of ways to contain, but this is just one way that kind of came to me this morning that I thought was really helpful. And if you're a Christian, this will be something that might be helpful for you if you want to implement 1 Peter 5:7, which says, cast all your cares on him who cares for you. If you're not a Christian, it's fine too. You can still use the same method. You just are going to do this and bring all your worries, all your physical sensations up to some place that feels calm and safe for you, okay? So I want you just to close your eyes, and I want you just to breathe normally for just a couple seconds, and try to notice how your body feels right now. And notice if there's any distressing or bothersome sensation in your body. Okay, so once you get that, I want you to take a couple deep breaths, breathe in, and just imagine that your breath in is literally bringing all that sensation just to one spot in your body. And if you're having a hard time with this, that's okay, because this is a skill that we practice in therapy with people, and it's not something that most people are able to do right away. It takes a lot of practice, okay? So you're just continuing to breathe in and just imagining that physical sensation all gathering up to one place. And then on your exhale, I want you to exhale and blow out really long, almost like you are blowing up a balloon. So it's really helpful to make the sound like you're blowing up a balloon. Okay, so watch me. I'm going to practice, okay? I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so all the stuff is gathered together in my body in one place. I'm imagining that. Now, as I blow out, what I'm imagining is I'm blowing a balloon up and it's coming out. Hi, Sarah. I'm blowing up a balloon and it's coming out. And it's made, in my mind, it's made of one of those bubble balls that you get like at Target or Walmart that are really strong. You know what I'm talking about, that you can like bounce around and they don't break. That's what my bubble is made out of, okay? So I'm breathing it in, I'm blowing it out and imagining this bubble coming out of me. And as I'm done breathing, the bubble pinches off and it ties up and it floats up. And this is where, if you're a Christian, this is super helpful. It floats up to Jesus. He takes it, and right next to him is a big basket. And all of your cares, all of your bubbles that you have just blown out of your body are in that basket. Okay? And so that's containment. You're moving your physical sensations that bother you, you're moving them up out of your body into another container. Okay? So when you do that, when you practice this more and more, what you notice over time is that your body tends to relax. You tend to have less tension. And so this is something that you have to do over and over, right? You don't just like get rid of this feeling of anxiety and you're one and done and it's over. Because your body is going to be triggered other times. It might be triggered by the weather. It might be triggered by an argument you had, by a memory, by a song, by a smell, right? Your body remembers all of these things that have happened to you. There's a good book called The Body Keeps the Score. It's pretty dense. So there's an audio version, there's Cliff Notes version, so you might want to look into that. But this idea of moving the distressing stuff up and out of your body, handing it over to Jesus, letting him do his thing. When you're ready to explore that thing again, then you bring it back down and you take that little piece of your life, that piece of your story, and you dig into it to understand, why does this cause me to have these physical sensations? So I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little bit of a strange way to think about understanding your physical sensations and your emotions, but it's really helpful to do. And if you think about it, you've probably already done containment before when you're at work or anywhere you go that you have to put your personal stuff aside. The difference between stuffing and containing is stuffing is pretending like it doesn't bother you and it's not there. Containment is saying, I'm aware of it, I know it bothers me, and I'm going to move it out of the container of my body into this other place for safekeeping until it's an appropriate time for me to deal with it. So hopefully that helps. And if you all want any help with this, we love helping people at Legacy. So you can touch base with us if you want. LegacyCounselingServices.com is our website. But anyway, I hope this video helps. And if you like it, or if you try it and you practice it, put an emoji below and let me know what you think. Okay, bye. I hope I did good on my first Facebook Live. All right, bye.